Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle has shared a locker room with different stars and in different companies when he was an active competitor. Recently, he claimed Mark Henry got bullied in his early years and explained what might have happened. Kurt Angle and Mark Henry didn't grow up in the same business, as they received their contracts when they made a name for themselves outside WWE. While Angle came in later, Henry allegedly took a difficult path. During an appearance on Storytime with Dutch Mantel, Angle addressed the question of Mark Henry getting bullied in his early days. The Olympic gold medalist spoke highly of the world's strongest man and claimed his mysterious nature might have been the reason behind the locker room's unfair treatment. WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle's second and final WWE run wasn't the best. Many expected him to go out following a match with John Cena. Instead, he lost to Baron Corbin, and the management didn't do anything with the latter afterward. On the same podcast, Angle agreed with the fans and critics about his last run. Moreover, the WWE Hall of Famer thinks the management should have made him compete, become the general manager, and enter the Hall of Fame. Instead, they went the opposite way. In the glitzy world of professional wrestling, where larger-than-life personas dominate the spotlight, it's easy to forget that the men and women who step into the ring have stories that extend beyond the ropes. One such story, revealed by none other than WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle, sheds light on the formative years of a fellow 53-year-old Hall of Famer. According to Angle, this wrestling legend faced significant bullying in his early years, a revelation that adds depth to the narrative of resilience that defines many of wrestling's greatest stars. Long before he became a household name, this WWE Hall of Famer endured a childhood marked by adversity. Born into a modest family, his early years were filled with challenges. Living in a rough neighborhood, he often found himself at the mercy of bullies who sought to dominate and belittle him. Kurt Angle, a close confidant and fellow wrestling icon, recently opened up about the harrowing experiences his colleague faced. Many people don't know this. Angle began in a heartfelt interview, but he was bullied relentlessly as a kid. He wasn't the big, powerful figure you see today. He was small for his age and often the target of older, bigger kids. Bullying can leave deep scars, both physical and emotional. For this Hall of Famer, it wasn't just about the physical confrontations, but the emotional toll it took on his self-esteem. Kurt Angle speculated that these early experiences might have played a significant role in shaping his friend's path. He was quiet and introverted back then, Angle continued. The bullying made him question his worth, but it also lit a fire in him. He started lifting weights, not just to defend himself, but to transform into someone who could never be bullied again. The transformation wasn't overnight. The Hall of Famer's journey from a bully child to a wrestling powerhouse was marked by small victories and significant turning points. One pivotal moment came when he discovered amateur wrestling. The sport provided an outlet for his pent-up frustration and a means to channel his energy positively. Wrestling gave him discipline and a sense of purpose, Angle noted. It was the first time he felt he could control his destiny. He wasn't just fighting bullies anymore, he was fighting for his future. As he excelled in amateur wrestling, his confidence grew. The young man who once cowered in the face of bullies began to emerge as a formidable competitor. His success in high school wrestling earned him a scholarship to a prestigious college, where he continued to hone his skills. It was here that he caught the attention of WWE scouts, who saw potential in his raw talent and determination. Kurt Angle recalled the moment vividly. I remember when he got the call from WWE. He was ecstatic but nervous. He knew it was a chance to reinvent himself entirely. Despite his rising stardom, the Hall of Famer's past continued to haunt him. The echoes of his childhood experiences sometimes resurfaced, manifesting as self-doubt or anxiety. However, he used these moments as fuel, channeling them into his performances. His in-ring persona became a symbol of strength and resilience, a direct contrast to the vulnerable boy he once was. Long before he became a household name, this WWE Hall of Famer endured a childhood marked by adversity. Born into a modest family, his early years were filled with challenges. Living in a rough neighborhood, he often found himself at the mercy of bullies who sought to dominate and belittle him. Kurt Angle, a close confidant and fellow wrestling icon, recently opened up about the harrowing experiences his colleague faced. Many people don't know this. Angle began in a heartfelt interview, but he was bullied relentlessly as a kid. He wasn't the big, powerful figure you see today. He was small for his age, and often the target of older, bigger kids. Bullying can leave deep scars, both physical and emotional. For this Hall of Famer, it wasn't just about the physical confrontations, but the emotional toll it took on his self-esteem. Kurt Angle speculated that these early experiences might have played a significant role in shaping his friend's path. He was quiet and introverted back then, Angle continued. The bullying made him question his worth, but it also lit a fire in him. He started lifting weights, not just to defend himself, but to transform into someone who could never be bullied again. He always said that every time he stepped into the ring, he was fighting those bullies all over again, Angle shared. He wanted to show the world that no matter where you come from or what you've been through, you can rise above it. Today, this WWE Hall of Famer is celebrated not just for his accomplishments in the ring, but for his journey of perseverance. His story serves as an inspiration to fans worldwide, particularly those who have faced bullying or adversity. Kurt Angle summed it up poignantly. He's proof that your past doesn't define you. It's how you respond to it that matters. He turned his pain into power, and that's something we can all learn from. In recent years, the Hall of Famer has become an advocate for anti-bullying initiatives. He often speaks at schools and community centers, sharing his story and encouraging young people to stand up against bullying. His message is simple yet profound. You are stronger than you think. Don't let anyone dim your light. Kurt Angle, who often joins him in these endeavors, believes that his friend's advocacy work is as important as his wrestling legacy. He's not just a Hall of Famer in the ring, he's a Hall of Famer in life. His willingness to be vulnerable and share his story helps countless others find their strength. The tale of this 53-year-old WWE Hall of Famer, as recounted by Kurt Angle, is a powerful reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. From a bully child to a wrestling legend, his journey exemplifies the transformative power of perseverance, self-belief, and the courage to rise above one's circumstances. In a world where wrestling heroes are often seen as invincible, stories like these remind us of their humanity. They show us that behind every championship belt and every roaring crowd is a person who has fought battles we may never see, both in the ring and in life.